Talking holiday comfort, family traditions, and the magic that happens when everyone gathers around the table. And joining us is someone who knows exactly how to turn a simple morning into a celebration. It's Chef Suzanne. You might recognize her from the Food Network's Chopped or Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And now she's out with a brand new cookbook that's shaking up holiday brunch in the very best way. Chef Suzanne, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about the brunches for the holidays, the meals for the holidays.
Yeah. It's a fun time, right? It's just everyone's gathering together. It's great. The cookbook is all like, brunch staples, but with a seasonal focus. So it's really following me through the farmers markets, through all the seasons. So, we're in fall right now. And so it's just, the chapters will open with anything, seasonal, which is apples and pomegranates and winter citrus and all those things. And then it basically just has fun brunch recipes around those. And I love brunch. I love breakfast. It's very nostalgic to me. I grew up in a family that loved to cook and loved to entertain, and we always had breakfast. We had breakfast for dinner. So it's just
Yeah,
a fun
that's funny.
meal.
Breakfast for dinner when I was a kid, that was like we won the lottery. We were so
It's like the
excited.
best.
And now it's funny because when I make breakfast for dinner for my daughter, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so easy. But maybe because I love breakfast so much. Here in California, we are brunch fanatics.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
give us some ideas.
Yeah. So what I have for you here today is actually one of my favorite things in the fall chapter. This is the brunch board. And this is a really fun, really any time of the year it's fun, but, especially around like Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holidays coming, it's a really great thing to put out when you're having people over. I'm from the South, so any sort of cheese board always has pimento cheese as the star. That is dead center. Um, and then, any other, I have some brie cheese that would do really well, especially in the holidays. I've got pomegranates for color. There's some citrus here. And then this is the cranberry relish. That cranberry relish, you have that at Thanksgiving. That goes awesome too. But the fun brunch spin on it is we've got candied bacon. So this is just bacon baked off with brown sugar and a little cayenne pepper. It's a kick. Also, another tip, this goes great in your Bloody Mary
How do you do
because
that? Can
sometimes
you
you need
make
this.
that at home? Can you do that bacon with brown sugar just yourself at home?
Absolutely. Yeah. You put it in, it's actually the recipe is in the book as well. You bake the bacon, and about halfway through, you mix in the brown sugar and the cayenne pepper. You can throw in other things too. And you put that all over the top. You finish baking it, and that's it. It holds for a couple days. And it goes so awesome with the different cheeses. And the other, this is, I don't, it's hard that they compete with who the star of the show is, but this is really, really fun. This is French toast crostini. So you slice baguette, dip it in your French toast batter, and then you just add that right to the board. And that's obviously your, dipping vehicle for the board.
So
And
instead
then
of
I
like the
have
hard piece of bread, now it's kind of got a little, I guess, a sweetness to to it. What do you put in your mixture for the French toast?
a little sweetness. It's got a little bit of bourbon in it, eggs, of course, vanilla extract, maple syrup, and some cream, egg yolks. More of a traditional French toast batter, also in the book. And then you griddle it off so it gets a nice little brown to it. And then you toast them in the oven just like you would a normal crostini. So it's really, really fun.
That's a
And then,
good
of course,
idea.
finish it off little powdered sugar.
That's such a good idea. And then what would you put that with? What would you dip that with?
Oh, so my ultimate bite is the pimento cheese, the cranberry relish, which you can easily swap out with any sort of jam, and top it off with some candied bacon.
That sounds so, so good. I love pimento cheese.
Me too. I know it's my favorite. I have it at every single holiday.
And so because here in San Diego, people don't, you've got a recipe for the pimento cheese in there. Tell people
Yes.
what kind of stuff they need.
So pimento cheese is, probably a lot of people don't think about what it really is, but it's just cheese. It's shredded cheese. This is cheddar. And the technique comes, it has mayonnaise in it, is mashing it. So you really got to use your hands and you mash it in with the mayonnaise. It has a little bit of minced onion in it for flavor, a little bit of hot sauce just for a kick, and obviously pimentos, which are roasted red peppers. That really makes it the pimento cheese. So,
So good. It's good on a burger. I mean, it's good on everything. I love it on a burger, but with the candied bacon on a crostini, that sounds, my mouth is watering.
yeah, it's delicious. And actually, at the restaurant, we have a pimento cheese omelet that we sandwich with our red pepper jelly. We make a red pepper jelly and a smoky bacon, and all the flavors come together: the smokiness, the sweetness, the kind of. It's an explosion of flavor. So.
When I bite into red pepper jelly with some cream cheese and a cracker, I'm taken back to my mom's house in like 1992.
Yep.
I'm right
See,
there.
you're a Southern girl, so you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah, it's so
it's
good.
awesome.
This is such a good idea to have with people over because you're giving everybody breakfast, but a lot of times, especially the holidays, people might be coming in and out and just
Oh
sitting
yeah,
around the island talking.
absolutely. And this is what I always tell people, like kind of tips when they're entertaining. Time management. You want to use really good time management skills. And I love putting boards out because it's really easy to get ahead on this. Make the French toast batter a day ahead of time. Go ahead, even put your jams and cheeses in bowls, pre-wrap them, slice up your fruit ahead of time, cook off your bacon way ahead of time. So that way, when people are over, all you got to do is just put it on the platter. And that really takes a lot of the pressure off. People have something to do and eat when they get there. And so it's just I think everybody loves boards, right? They're kind of all the craze right now.
Yeah, it's a good party. It's just a like a party in a box, but on a board.
Yeah. Party
Okay,
on a
so
board.
any other tips that you have for us with people coming over and for our own family just having, all of these festivities that we're kicking off next week?
Yeah, I think, again, like I said before, time management, make sure, write a prep list, get organized, go to the store early. Maybe not try out a very first recipe for the first time when you're having a bunch of people over. Do
Yeah.
things you're comfortable with. And if I'm going to do anything new or if I'm going to plan out a menu, I take time, right? I write everything out. I get a menu, I plan, make sure you have adequate refrigeration space, and you preheat your oven. Make sure you're preheating your oven.
So it's all ready to go. Okay, so where can people, Chef Suzanne, where can people get this book?
So this is available on our restaurant website, which is buttermilkkitchen.com. It's also on Barnes and Noble, on Amazon. But yeah, we do ship nationwide. So buttermilkkitchen.com, you go to our shop page and it'll be right there listed.
All right, this is so exciting. This is actually such a great idea. Honestly never would have thought about this. I mean, I make charcuterie boards for the evening, but like I said, here in California, we love our brunches, and this is the best idea.
So thank you. And it's also really fun to do with pancakes. You can do like a pancake bar type board as well. So sky's the limit. You can get really creative here. It's just a lot of fun.
And you can use that candied bacon that you make in a Bloody Mary.
Yes, it's a great little stir. We actually use this as our garnish at the restaurant, in the Atlanta restaurant. So yeah, a couple different uses for it for sure.
Okay, I love it. All right, Chef, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.